Hi, everyone. I'm Barry Stagner, and this is his channel Newsbreak. The Kingdom of Jordan's National Electric Company said on Wednesday that the country had begun to receive natural gas from Israel's Leviathan offshore field. The experimental pumping will continue for 3 months under the technical and contractual terms between the two sides, NEPCO said in a statement. And following the 3-month infrastructure test, full-scale commercial supply is expected to begin. According to the terms of the $10 billion deal Jordan reached in 2016 with U.S.-based Noble Energy, the kingdom will be supplied with gas from the Leviathan field for a period of 15 years. Many in Jordan oppose the deal because they view Israel as the enemy. The Islamic Action Front, Jordan's main opposition party, said in a statement, "It's a black day in the history of Jordan, a crime against the nation and a national catastrophe that makes our sovereignty hostage and puts our energy sector in the hands of the Zionist occupation." Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu flew to Greece this week, where he was set to sign an agreement for a huge pipeline project with Cyprus and Greece that is designed to ship gas from the eastern Mediterranean to Europe. The move comes amid tensions with Turkey over its own activities in the area and a contentious maritime deal with Libya expanding Ankara's claims over a large gas-rich area of the sea. "We're going to an important summit with the president of Cyprus and the new prime minister of Greece," Netanyahu told the press before boarding his plane. The East Med pipeline deal, to be signed in Athens on Thursday evening by the prime minister and the Cypriot president, as well as the Greek prime minister, will bring hundreds of billions into state coffers, Netanyahu predicted. "We have established an alliance in the Middle East, an alliance that is of enormous importance to the energy future of Israel, to it becoming an energy power and for stability in the region," Netanyahu said. The 1,200-mile pipeline will be able to transfer 9 to 12 billion cubic meters a year from offshore gas reserves between Israel and Cyprus to Greece, and then on to Italy and other southeastern European countries. The discovery of hydrocarbon reserves in the eastern Mediterranean has sparked a scramble for the energy riches and a dispute between Cyprus and Turkey, which has occupied the north of the Mediterranean island since 1974 in response to a coup sponsored by the Greek military junta. Turkey already faces European Union sanctions over ships searching for oil and gas off Cyprus, whose internationally recognized government in Nicosia is not recognized by Ankara. Protesters who have been demonstrating outside the U.S. Embassy in Iraq for a second day have withdrawn from the area after a tense standoff. On Tuesday, the embassy was attacked by a crowd angered by airstrikes targeting an Iranian-backed militia. Clashes continued on Wednesday as demonstrators hurled stones while U.S. forces fired tear gas. The hostilities came amid escalating tension between the U.S. and Iran, the two main Iraqi government sponsors. Tuesday's attack, which sparked a war of words between U.S. President Donald Trump and Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, had threatened to escalate, with the U.S. Defense Secretary announcing the deployment of additional troops to the region. By Wednesday evening, the Iraqi government announced that all groups had withdrawn from the perimeter of the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad following an appeal for calm. Well, interestingly, we do know that the Bible says that in the last days, Israel will have such wealth that other nations will invade it in order to gain it. This gives us today's reminder to keep looking up.